Hi, my name is Rouzanna and I'm Development Manager at Fuller Center for Housing Armenia. I'm very sorry for not being able to join this call personally, but I will be happy to share my thoughts. The housing need in Armenia is really very high. We have statistics that there are about 64,000 Armenian families who need housing improvement, out of which about 26,000 Armenian families are homeless. There are many families in Armenia who live in metal containers, which is very unbearably hot in summer and very cold in winters. And some of those families live in those metal containers since the 1988 devastating earthquake. There are families who live just in the basements of their half-built houses or in a relative's house or just a temporary shelter. The housing need that we are confronted with is like having overcrowded families. There are 3-4 generations living in a house. Sometimes we are having families with 12, 15 family members, even more, living in a small house. Several, 2-3 brothers with their families living in the same house, sharing the rooms, which is separated through curtains to have bedrooms for different, already separate families. So far, our housing projects include completion of half-built houses. Why half-built houses? Because the Armenian villages are littered with half-built houses, which is a building, the walls built, sometimes the concrete ceiling is done, and the families could not go on with the completion as there was a need for more expenses. And those houses are left in that condition for many years. So our projects also solve the problem of saving the housing stock. Also building small affordable houses for families and purchasing an affordable house, and of course renovation projects, which is of course again very important because there are many families who have houses, but those houses lack basic sanitation system or heating system. At Fuller Center for Housing Armenia, we are measuring our accomplishments through the number of families assisted, through the number of lives changed. And those numbers are just not numbers for us. Those are lives changed. Those are better future created. And since 2008, since the inception of Fuller Center for Housing Armenia, we have assisted over 850 families, which is about 3,900 people assisted, 3,900 lives changed. And during all this period, we have hosted over 3,500 volunteers, which is of huge importance for us because our volunteers are the inseparable part of our mission. Our supporters are the inseparable part of our mission, and we can't imagine any accomplishment, no matter it is one family, 10 or hundreds of, without the support of our friends, volunteers, supporters, everyone who is somehow part of our Fuller family. We fundraise all year long, from individuals, from foundations, corporations. We involve many volunteers in our projects, both international and local ones. We make many partnerships, again, international and local ones. We host Global Builder volunteer teams who join our families and become like a family at the end of their trip, working with and for them, with and for their better future. This is what we do to make a real difference in their lives. And the outcome, the accomplishment that we are having so far are the smiles on the faces of our families, are the lives changed. And that is the most important. So this program, our program, is not just about building houses. It's about making better futures, making home and hope. Each family's story, each family's lives changed, is of greatest importance for us. And we are inspired by all success stories. But from all of those, for me, there is one standing out for. I remember several years ago, when we were working in one of the villages of Armenia, in Kakavadzor village, there was a little boy, the one of the family, the little boy of the family, who was 3 years old then. And that little tiny creature was really astonishing. He was trying to raise those even filled buckets. Of course, we didn't let him, and he just passed the empty ones. But the willingness to build his house was really astonishing and so inspiring. And he always told us that this is his house and he's gonna to build it, that he is strong. And after that, I really asked myself a question. If that tiny creature, that 3-year-old child, understands the importance of decent housing and does everything to have that decent place to live in, then everyone in this world can somehow be helpful and create a better future for someone else. Very often we are asked the question from our supporters, volunteers, friends, what we can do to be helpful to your mission. And here are the options we always offer. Just volunteer, raise awareness, just speak out, tell about our projects. Raise awareness and help us fundraise. If not you, maybe your friends or co-workers or someone else will be interested in giving a hand up. And just give your gift, because each dollar counts. And each dollar may change a real life in someone else's life. I hope that everyone over there is safe and sound during this hard period of coronavirus spread all over the world. Here in Armenia, we have a real decrease of number of infected with the virus, and gives some hope. And just want to share with you that despite all this hard time, despite the virus spread all over the world, despite that, we were not lucky this year to host the wonderful teams that we are hosting each year, both international and local ones. We are doing our best that our program does not suffer, and all the families included in the project finish the house construction and move to live in their decent homes after so many years of waiting. Stay safe and healthy, and good luck in all your projects. Together we can change many lives. Thank you and bye.